you have excellent interpersonal skills? Are you a caring person who can relate to others? Are you an effective decision maker and problem solver? Have you the ability to think on your feet and make good judgments? If you have said yes to these questions, the occupation of parole or probation officer might be the one for you. Parole or probation officers are workers who carry out work in the fields of crime prevention and the treatment of offenders. Parole and probation practice draws from a number of disciplines including criminology, penology, criminal law, social work, psychology, as well as sociology. There is a difference between parole and probation. Parole is the conditional release of an offender from a correctional center. It is subject to the parolee's continuous good behavior. Parole is therefore not the end of a sentence, but allows an offender to serve a portion of their sentence under supervision within the community. Parole officers closely monitor parolees during this time. During the parole process, these officers provide specialist reports to the prison authorities and the review boards that help to determine whether an offender should be paroled and under what conditions. Probation is part of the diversion system in South Africa. If a child has committed a criminal offense, the child could be diverted by the court. Diversion includes releasing the child into the care of a parent or guardian and ordering that that child attends prescribed programs aimed at rehabilitation. This means that the child does not go to prison. Probation officers are involved at every step of this process, during the preliminary stages before the matter is referred to court, during the court proceedings, as well as post-trial. Parole or probation officers monitor the probationer or the parolee. The level of monitoring carried out will depend on the case and is based on the offender's possible risk to the community. Monitoring involves regular telephone contact and visits to the probationer's or parolee's home or workplace. Parolees visit the Community Corrections Office regularly for consultation purposes. Parole or probation officers carry out ongoing risk assessments and reviews to protect the public from further possible offending. If offenders break the conditions of their probation or parole, the officer will arrange for their return to court for further sentencing. If all goes well, the monitoring is gradually scaled down to the minimum category of supervision. Parole and probation officers also interact and liaise with victims, police, and prison service colleagues on a regular basis. They work closely with relevant statutory and voluntary agencies involved with rehabilitation and restitution. They are expected to keep detailed and accurate records for each case. Although these officers may be office-based, they travel frequently. In order to become a probation officer, a social work degree is required. After that, a postgraduate qualification in probation practice is completed. Probation officers are appointed by the Minister of Social Development and are officers of the Magistrates Court. Parole officers have relevant qualifications required by the Department of Correctional Service. Officers with several years of experience can be promoted to senior management.